Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Hatboxfiend's Grinning Gaming. If you're watching this live right now, you are on twitch.tv/Hatboxfiend0. If you're not, you should be. Go to that address, follow along. Click the follow, subscribe button. Every time I go live, you will be notified. Then you can come along with me. Watch as I play. Interact. It'd be a good time. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you are not watching this live, that means you are watching this either on YouTube. Just go to youtube.com and look up Hatboxfiend. There you'll find my videos, my playlists. Make sure, if you're watching this on YouTube, you hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe, so you can be notified every time I put a video up. Comment below on what you'd like to see, or any games you'd like to see me play. I did have one request, and I'll be doing that game. I think I'll be starting that game this week, or either then or after I finish Assassin's Creed 3 or Witcher 3. But the next game to come into the series will be, we'll start playing through the Batman Arkham series as a playthrough on a whole. If you're not watching me on YouTube or Twitch TV, that means you see me on Facebook. Facebook.com/Hatboxfiend, or I created a gaming channel, Facebook.com/HGGG. It might be 3 G's or 3 G's and a C. I'll have to double check on that. I'll put it in the notes. But either way, watch me on either of those, or you'd like to, make sure you follow me, Hatboxfiend, on Facebook or on the Hatboxfiend Grinning Gaming channel. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and share this so we can get the word out. Also comment there, or send me a message of anything you'd like to see. Last we left Geralt, we had a terrible time. The Bloody Baron hung himself after finding out that his daughter joined the Eternal Fire, and his wife had become a water hag, and when I cured her, it set off a death curse and she died. So after our finding out that his wife had miscarried, and we buried the miscarriage, and then finding out his daughter joined the Eternal Fire, and then his wife died as well, he got drunk and hung himself in the main tree in Crow's Perch. Tragedy has struck again. We're heading off to Kira Metz and see what she needed, because last time we saw her, she wanted us to come back. She had a favor to ask, so we're heading there.
Hey, yeah.
Thunder in the background, lightning striking off in the distance. We've got storm rolling in. See if we can get there before the storm hits. We're in it.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Time to end this.
The corpses. And here we are.
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
Why do you want the lamp?
You just witnessed why. To communicate with lost souls.
Didn't know you were interested in that kind of magic.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Why'd the elf promise you the lamp?
We traded for it. He needed powerful magic and sensed I was no common wart charmer. I brewed him a potion. To delay nervous tissue degeneration, stave off memory loss or some such.
Who'd he want to use it on?
He didn't say.
So, bet you saw this question coming. What are you doing here?
Let me think. Enjoying the country air? Admiring the unspoilt scenery? Or is it furthering the age-old alliance between the city and its breadbasket? No, I'm in hiding, Geralt. Blind to the state of the world? Don't you see what's happening?
Mean the persecution mages now face?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Radovid's new pastime. Pursuing anyone with a whiff of magic about them. Witch hunters. Sound familiar? Murderers scouring the north from end to end, burning books, hanging soothsayers, torturing herbalists.
Picked a strange place to hide.
I didn't pick anything. In the north, Radovid's men hunt sorceresses like fish in a barrel. Nilfgaard controls the south. Where was I to flee?
Emperor does keep mages on a short leash, but he lets them live and ply their trade.
Radovid and Emma differ in every respect except one. They share a deep hatred of the Lodge of Sorceresses. And I was a member.
How's it feel to be the village witch?
Horrid.
No joy in having the boundless respect and trust of the local peasantry?
They'd respect anyone who could produce hemorrhoid cream.
Been here a while, haven't you?
Long enough for rot to set in. You cannot possibly imagine how much I detest this place.
Changing the subject.
Let's get back to the topic.
Any news of your sisters from the lodge?
None. We can't know too much about one another these days. It's safer that way.
Even tried to contact one another?
I've wanted to many times. But I've no way of knowing who would answer. Or who might be listening.
Alright.
Bet the old witch who lived here left you a bunch of interesting sundries.
She did indeed. I gather you'd like a look.
Very much so.
See if she's got anything that I can use. Bunch of... Oh, she's got a lot of money. Almost as much money as I do. How do I free her of that? unless you'll take that head. There you go. I'll sell you that. That helps a little bit. Anything else I have a large amount? Okay, necker brain. I have a lot of necker brains, so I'm gonna sell off the rest of that. Let's saw off that. There we go. Okay, fair enough. I'll leave. I want the alchemy open. I'm sorry. I need aethers so I can make that bomb. Enough for now.
Mentioned you wanted something from me.
I did, and still do. The cursed isle on Lake Windammer. You've heard of it, I'm sure. The local peasants mumble incessantly about it, about the wraiths that haunt it. They claim none who go there return.
How'd it come to be cursed?
That's what I don't know. I must break this spell, yet I've been unable to identify its source.
Gotta know something.
Scraps. The curse is somehow linked to the tower where Serard, the lord of these lands, took refuge when Nilfgaard invaded. Claims in the village are that peasants, desperate of hunger, sailed to Fyke Isle to beg for food. Met their end there. It was a massacre. So, will you
Yikes.
please help me lift this curse? You're so good at these things.
Why are you so intent on this?
I'm not, the local peasantry is. The Isle, miss. You've got to lift the charm. You're a good witch, a great witch. There's no end to it.
See, I thought you didn't care for the locals. The great witch you are.
I failed to lift the curse, and they could conclude I'm not so great. Not enough to conceal me from the witch hunters and risk getting sent to the gallows themselves.
What others think, your image, that's all you care about.
The point is, listen, I didn't flee to these wilds just to stupidly get caught because some boar with grit under his fingernails grows annoyed with me.
So the peasants who went to the island for food, this lord had them murdered?
The villagers say he had them poisoned.
A real gentleman.
Well, I never met him. But he certainly didn't seem such a cruel man, judging by what a mage from the Isle told me.
A mage lived on the island? Did you know him? Where is he now?
We were friends. Sadly, he died that day as well. Very few survived. Yet even those who escaped the Isle soon suffered agonizing deaths. Strangely, they did not seem to have been poisoned.
All right, I'll help.
Interesting.
I knew you'd find it irresistible.
Definitely do it.
Naturally, you'll need to sail to Phi Kyle.
Fine. What then?
Well, the spirits who wander the Isle, you must establish a rapport with them. Don't know how, but they could point us in the direction of the curse's source.
Think they'll be willing to chat?
Of course, provided you take my magic lamp with you. I shall let you keep it afterwards in appreciation. You'll find it quite useful, I'm sure.
Oh boy. Magical lamp.
Can't you just come with me?
I tried to go to Phi Kyle once. Thought my head would burst, the curse's magic was so strong.
Nice of you to send me there.
I experienced an acute nasal hemorrhage. You stand to endure a wobble of your medallion at most. At Aretusa, they trained me to detect even the subtlest magic pulses. This was like getting smacked across my haunches with a grain flail.
Funny. Thought you'd go in for that sort of thing.
Take my boat. I left it on the lake shore near the village. Should be fit to use, provided rot hasn't eaten it, as it seems to eat everything here.
How's the lamp actually work? I mean, do I just rub it, or do I have to do something, magical?
You needn't even rub. Just place it where you find bones and hear whispers. I suppose I should warn you, it might not be the most pleasant experience.
Figured as much. Tell you all about it later, maybe skip the drastic bits.
You'll need to do neither. I'll give you a Xenovox. It's a bauble that will let us speak over some distance. You will tell me what you see, and I shall tell you what to do and look for.
Never heard of a Xenovox.
It works just like a megascope, but is far more portable. Think of it as a magic box that talks.
They hard to build?
Extremely. That's why they're so rare. I certainly couldn't build anything like it.
So no chance these Xenovoxes will catch on with every mage using one?
Not the slightest.
So where'd you get the Xenovox?
Found it in the mine along with the lamp. Thought it was part of the lamp at first. Didn't realize what I'd actually found until later.
Think it belonged to the elven mage?
Clearly. And I didn't even know the elves used them.
I need to know anything else before I go?
No, that is all. Oh, go already. I can't wait to see what you discover on Phi Kyle. Just be sure to come and see me afterwards. And Geralt. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime. Now.
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
Tell me more about this mage from the Isle. Were you two close?
Never expected you'd take such an interest in my private life.
More interested to know if you bonded as fellow magic practitioners.
Well, we had little in common in that arena. Oh, Alexander was one of those anxious experimenters, forever short on sleep. The kind that thinks perfect happiness is an isolated tower and a full set of vials and alembics.
bet the old witch who lived here left you a bunch of interesting sundries.
She did indeed. I like a look.
Very much so.
And I would. So I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna buy that because I use coin, Igni, Axie, Yard. Okay, now I backed up to 3,000. Keep 50 of stuff, that way if I need to I can need it for anything I can. If I don't, it's fine. I'm sure none of this really matters. But just in case. Pretty sure I have dog tallow elsewhere, don't I? that's everything we wanted for now.
See you, Kira.
Overall, a good start. We are not headed to Skellige. I am not going to Skellige. Stop asking me to go to Skellige.
Come on. Whoa there, Roach.
That stench.
Take the helm. Sailing, sailing on this lovely lake.
Can you hear me? How goes it? Where are you?
Almost there.
Splendid. I shall contact you again soon.
Wait, this Xenovox. Can I contact you with it, or is it one way?
One way only, I'm afraid. You'll have to trust my feminine intuition.
Your what?
My feminine intuition.
Wonderful.
While we're out here in the lake, is there anything out here that's of interest to me? Nope, doesn't look like it. What's that? Drown or water. For 11 o'clock in the morning. It's awfully dark out here. It's not a good sign. Oh, wasn't paying attention. Something there in the water. Why is it so dark on this island? I mean, really, it's super dark. There's a water hag or something of that essence. There's a bunch of monsters. Seems there's a good place to park the boat. A dock of some sort. I run afoul of a tree in the water. I have a bad feeling about this. Rot fiends.
Geralt? Are you on the Isle yet? Does the Xenovox work? Can you hear me?
What? I can't hear. It's broken, Liddy. Short-lived this magic.
What did you say? There's some interference. You must be very careful.
There we go. I heard someone scream. Why did I hear someone scream? Who was screaming? Take some mistletoe just for Christmas. Ghouls. I hear drowners. Okay. Nothing of interest over there.
What? Nerve?
Got stung by a yellow jacket the other day. My arm still hurts. Not a good time had by any.
A fresh corpse. Must have come here a while after the nobleman's death.
Oh no, isn't that weird? There we go.
Let's try Kira's lamp.
They're onto us. They're not letting Graham in.
Quiet, fool. Babylon and the noble himself will hear you.
Nah, he sat his arse on silk pillows, like he'd been gobbling meat. We've no notion he's coming to tear him to shreds.
Way's clear, lads. Adam!
No, thank you. We're good. Honeysuckle.
wonder what led them here. Hunger or greed?
I'm sure we will find out momentarily.
Peasants didn't come here to ask nicely.
Time to end this.
Place is full of rats. As many dead as alive. Think they're feeding on...
Look, Geralt, stop. You needn't be so detailed.
Well, you asked.
Blood. Many must have died here.
Where's that noble? Lying here, quiet as a mouse, head split open like a rotted pumpkin. More like a peasant now, sloshing around in his own blood and shite. Be nothing noble about him.
Too quick a death they gave him. Should have been made to suffer.
He's not the end of it. Sons can suffer for him, and the daughter. To the top!
Silver.
Can't see a damn thing. That probably shouldn't be doing that.
Die.
God damn. There's a lot of rats down here. There's something right here.
Rich folk. Doubt I'll ever understand them. Keeping rats in cages. Rich folk. Doubt I'll ever understand them. Keeping rats in cages like rabbits.
Let him out, maybe? Like to die of hunger if we leave him there.
I'd sooner burn the vermin. Releasing him's not like to bring no good. Imagine the harm they'd do if they swam back to the village.
Swam? Rats? How do you figure they'd do that?
You needn't fret for him. Clever little bastards. Clever than you.
They seem sluggish to you. Got the mange, maybe? Oh, that stench!
So the peasants stormed the place.
Don't start, Annabelle. Back to your craft. Always bending my ear about fool peasants. I'll not hear of them again. That simpleton turned your head, but one Graham hardly makes the rest courtly, one and all.
My lord, peasants. They're through the door in the tower.
Okay. So the peasants came in to attack them while they were eating. There's a bunch of... Oh. Oh. She leading me somewhere? More stuff I'm getting. What was that? This place is haunted. What up? Dude, bro. Ghost Adventures. My name is Zach Baggins.
Piles of it! I won't do the dead any good now, will it? Strange it's still here. The noble died a time ago. Who's that?
Dude, I'll fight you.
Show yourself. Anyone there? Who are you?
Oh. Dude. There's obviously an evil demonic presence here. I'm gonna buy it. And I'm gonna spend the night in it. Throw things around. Bro.
Have you got to the laboratory at the top of the tower yet?
I'm at the top. Nothing here that looks like a laboratory.
Then you've not reached the highest level. Look for a passage.
Someone dragged something across the floor. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly.
I'll take on everybody. found a secret passage that was made by demons. Dude, bro. I hear ghosts crying. Probably attacked by demons.
Looks like a laboratory. Pretty well equipped, too.
Why did you leave? You claimed to love me. I'm cold. Why has no one come for me? I cannot leave this place. I see no way out. Who are you? Do you seek to hurt me as well?
Maybe.
I'm a witcher. I want to lift the curse that grips this island. Your turn to tell me who you are. The other ghosts, they couldn't see me.
I'm special. Always was. The rare beauty. The Lord's daughter. These lands, as far as the eye can see, were ours. My family and I, we hid in the Mage's Tower to await the war's end, the end of hard times. It was not to be forever.
Mage who lived here. Who was he?
Alexander? I hardly knew him. He spent most of his time locked away in this tower. He's dead too, you know. They're all dead. Mountains of corpses, yet I stand here alone, all alone. They've all abandoned me. Even he who promised me everlasting love. You will abandon me as well.
If I can lift the curse, you yourself will be free to leave. Tell me what happened here. Peasants sailed to the island to ask for food. Is that true?
No. They came to rob and kill. They thought us rich, believed we'd stowed ourselves away here to laugh at their misery. Yet we had little food as well. Too little to share with those who came. They slaughtered everyone. I heard my father cry out, but the mage told me not to reveal myself or let anyone in. He gave me a potion. If I was discovered, I was to drink it. He said everything would be all right.
What kind of potion was it? Remember its smell? What it looked like?
I remember only that I feared to drink it.
Didn't trust the mage?
In the village, they claimed he meddled in disease. Not curing it, but causing it. They said he lured rats into the tower, infected them with the Catriona. Only rumors, surely, but I was afraid. So horribly afraid. And then I heard him. My beloved Graham. He called to me. I opened the door for him, but others rushed in. They lunged at me and...
Your beloved failed to save you. Why?
There were too many. Leave her be, he shouted. He grabbed at them, tried to stop them. They just laughed.
Did they hurt you?
They gripped my arms, tore at my dress. I managed to free myself and drink the potion, and then... nothing.
Poisoned. That how you died?
No, for I later awoke. I was alone, it was dark. Only there were rats everywhere. Dozens. Hundreds. And I couldn't move.
Sleeping potion. Effects hadn't worn off yet. You were paralyzed.
They were everywhere. All over me like insects. My face, my hands. I felt them rip open my skin, then crawl into my stomach. They tore me apart, and I could not even scream. Have I not suffered enough? Why can't I leave this place?
You weren't the last to die on this island. Found a fresh corpse in the tower.
The island's a dangerous place. Folks should not venture here. I too wish to leave.
The dead man looked like a monster had attacked him recently. The tower home to anything else?
How am I to know? There's lots of wraiths here. I hear them whispering every night.
Not talking about ghosts. A monster who hunts here. You must have noticed something.
I don't know. I've noticed naught. Why do you ask? Why must you press me so? You're to be my savior, not my tormentor.
Well, touchy.
Can you talk to the island's other specters?
No, I'm alone here. The others, they flee when they see me. I know not why. You do not fear me, do you?
No. Used to dealing with ghosts. Though, gotta admit, there's something about you. You're different. How can I help you?
A curse born of hatred binds me to this place. Only love's power can hope to lift it. But who could love a wraith?
And your beloved, he dead too?
Graham? No, he lives. I would know if he died. But he fled and abandoned me. Left me here all alone.
Maybe you could strip the curse of its power by forgiving him. You might cleanse the Isle. Your beloved, who is he? A noble son?
No, a poor fisherman. My father objected, strongly. He did not see us together. I miss him so. Each night I walk to the island shore to gaze upon the village. Does he remember me still?
Said before you can't leave the tower.
Did
Yeah,
I?
you did.
You must have misheard.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't know anymore. It's all a nightmare to me.
As I see it, you're the curse's focus. The other ghosts on the island, their auras aren't nearly as strong as yours. My medallion started pulsating as soon as we started talking.
I don't know what you mean, but you do seem to know some things. You could be right. My fate is tied to the Isle, I feel that. Perhaps because I am heiress of these lands.
It could be your blood ties to the land, the base of the curse, that is. If so, forgiving Graham, laying your resentment to rest should lift it.
I loved him. I'm prepared to forgive him. But I must know that he regrets what he did. Take my bones to him. He must bury them. This will be our farewell. Will you speak to him? Will you do this for me?
Really sad story, but something's not right. Got a feeling.
What is it?
You're not telling me everything. You know the island's dangerous, but refuse to tell me about the monster that lives here.
There is no monster.
I think you're lying. Question is, why? To protect the beast? Or is it that...
Stop! I will not hear this!
I can't help you. Taking anything off this cursed island, from any cursed place, just too dangerous. And a dead woman's bones, that's asking for trouble.
They said witches are heartless beasts. Will you bring Graham here then? I so long to say goodbye.
Annabelle, listen.
You never wished to help me, and here I have someone would finally take pity on me.
Yeah, thought as much. Why can't I fight?
Gotta catch him.
I can't run. I can't run. And I die. Let's try that a different way. I'm much too heavy to run. So chasing after that spirit isn't going to do me any good. I can't run. The spirit's just like, I'm out. Knew it wasn't right. You could tell she was lying. So what do? Taking her bones to the village would have led to her haunting the village and killing everybody in the village. And the last thing we need is to take what is cursing this island and set it in the village.
Why did you leave? You claimed to love. I'm cold.
I'm a witcher. I want to... Tell me what happened. What kind of potion? Didn't trust the maid.
Only rumors, surely.
Did they hurt you? Poisoned? Sleeping potion?
They were They...
How can I help? And your beloved?
Good.
Maybe you could... As I see it, my medallion started...
I don't know what you... You could be right.
It could be your blood type.
I... Take my bow.
Really sad story. You're not telling me. I think you're lying. I can't help. Annabelle, listen.
You never wish to help me.
Gotta catch them.
I've got 2 pounds too much. So let's say we just drop a couple axes. Man.
How long you gonna make me wait?
Not good. So let's take our concoctions, throw some quinine, drop some concoctions. Hopefully we don't do. See, that should give it away right there.
What?
So we're gonna skip all this.
I'm a wit. I want to live. Tell me what happened to you.
I'm gonna tell her to hold on. I'm gonna drop some stuff.
What kind of potion? Didn't trust them.
Only rumors.
Did they hurt you? Poisoned. Sleeping potion.
They were.
How can I help you? And your beloved. Maybe you could. As I see it, my medallion. It could be your.
I take my.
Really hope I can help. Need to look.
Whatever for? Not in the tower.
I'll come back for you. You.
Very well, but.
Okay.
Experimenting on humans.
When will this nightmare
Never would have
end?
gotten away with it if the Conclave were still in charge.
Day 237. I can't do this right now. I cannot do this right now. But it's wolf gear.
Alone. All have left me.
Okay. I'll drop this. Drop this. And this. Go to our potions. Take our potions. We want to take a water hag potion. Damage dollars decrease when vitality is at its maximum. We want to take an Echimera potion. And last but not least, you want to take an Arachnus.
When will this nightmare end? Will you help me now?
Really sad story.
What it?
You're not telling me. I think you're lying. I can't help you. Take it.
They said witches. Well,
Annabelle, listen.
was that? It sounded for a moment like you joined the wraiths yourself.
Had to fight a pester.
A pester? And did you learn how to lift the curse before you lunged at her, sword in hand?
Yeah, we talked a bit. Looks like I need to get her beloved to the island. Fisherman named Graham.
I know the man. He lives in Origin, village on the lakeshore. Find him immediately. We're close to unraveling this. I can feel it.
Well, I'm gonna meditate because I'm almost dead. It is a positive sign because the island's no longer completely dark. But how do we get off this island is the next question. There we go. Fast travel out of here. I guess we're not fast traveling out of here. Okay, let's just get on the boat. There we go. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, so we're gonna head to shore. Hopefully, they'll let us know. Yes, it looks like we have cleared some of that obstruction from the spooky island where it got real dark. Even during the daytime. I'm hoping we've
I don't want to see no one. You've got to. Just leave me be.
This be the Witchman. Reconnect you. More interesting things from my notes.
Hello?
I want to talk.
Witcher calling.
Damn it, I told you. Who are you?
I'm a Witcher.
What of it? Why should I care?
I've been to the island. I know what happened there.
What do you want of me?
Want to talk to you about Annabelle.
Annabelle? What can you know about her?
I met her. Talked to her.
Annabelle's dead. Drank poison. And I couldn't save her.
Did you love her?
Something mad. Loved her so deep I believed we'd come through, believed we'd be together. Of course, it was not to her father's liking. His daughter and a plain lout.
What happened on Fyke Isle? You gotta tell me.
'Twere Millie, Finch and Faulkner. They rallied the men, all roughs, to go to the Isle, take back what was ours from the noob. They knew I was known at the tower, that the Lord's servants would open the gate for me as soon as I sold them fish.
They forced you to go with them?
No, I saw my chance in it. For Annabelle and me to flee. But it all spun in a chaos. Our boys from the village, they started killing everyone. Annabelle, they wanted to rape. First, then she drank the poison. Mage must have gave it her. I ran out the tower, hollering that I wanted to die, cursing them all to hell. Don't force me to speak of it. No more, please.
Said you were hollering as you fled the tower, the island. What exactly did you say?
I don't remember. I wanted them to pay for what they'd done to her.
Might have cursed them. There's a powerful magic aura on Fyke Isle. Passions, evil intent, strong emotions of any kind can activate it. Your words could be the curse's source.
She took the poison because of them.
It wasn't poison. Annabelle drank a strong sleeping potion. Mage wanted to protect her, make it look like she was dead. Convinced everyone.
But that means... is she... You said you spoke to her?
Spoke to her ghost. By the time she awoke, tower was full of cold corpses. And rats. She was warm meat. Rats ate her alive.
You mean... she was alive the whole time? But... can't be. She was cold all through like a corpse. I shook her, begged her, open your eyes. I never thought...
It's not your fault. No guilt in not knowing, and you couldn't know it wasn't poison she drank.
Gods, what have I... If I had stayed behind to bury her, I didn't notice she was alive. It might have ended different, ended well.
If you'd stayed on the island, I doubt you'd have survived.
I'd take death over leaving her to the rats like that. But there's naught I can do about it now.
Wrong on that count. Annabelle needs you. You can help her.
She's still there. In the tower. Can I see her?
Yeah. One thing you should know, though. In death, Annabelle turned into a pesta.
A pester? What's that?
More than a restless ghost. A plague maiden. A powerful wraith filled with grief and hatred that drive her. Give her the power to sow disease and death.
She suffers. How am I to help her? Gods know I'm willing.
Annabelle thinks you abandoned her.
Gods! She hates me. And all this time she's thought I abandoned her.
Yes. Go to the tower. Talk to her. Maybe you can convince her that's not how it was.
I thought she died. I'd never left her there otherwise.
A curse has imprisoned Annabelle and the other spirits on the island. Love can shatter its power, free her and them.
Just as in the legends.
If you know the legends, you know one kiss is enough to break an evil spell.
The power of love is a
condition,
mysterious thing.
That it's a kiss from someone whose love is true.
I told you. I said I love her with all my heart. Take me to her, please.
It's dangerous.
Make one man
risks
weep
involved. Understand
and
that,
another
don't
man
you?
sing.
Of course. I'm no coward. I'll not run this time.
Nothing. Let's go.
I'm ready.
Let's go to the tower.
Alright, so we're here on the island. Now I have not a boat to use.
I've waited long enough for revenge.
Annabelle and me weren't impossible. We could have been together, and now she's dead. And it's my fault. If only I'd been able to protect her.
Can't change the past, but you can still help Annabelle to move on, to rest in peace.
We can stop walking around in the dark now, I think.
It's terrifying here. It's too quiet.
Chop chop, speed up. Let's get this over with.
I remember the screams. Inhuman they were. Now it's silent. They're dead. All dead.
Don't think about that. Keep walking.
You have not forgotten. You've returned for me.
Is that?
Don't you recognize me? It's me, Annabelle. The one you abandoned, remember?
Annabelle? I was sure you was dead. If I'd known otherwise, I'd never have left you. I'd do anything for you. I would. You know that well. Believe me, I beg you.
Prove it. Kiss me.
Graham, careful.
At last.
The curse is lifted, and Graham and Annabelle are reunited.
A few things I had to drop. Now, this guy was up to no good.
Kept in there until the end. What a shitty way to die.
So if you're wondering what's going on, Day 237 of Mage Alexander's Log, Part 1. My experiments continue to return results I must consider unreliable. Methodological errors are not at fault. The problem lies in the shoddy and fallible research material I am forced to work with. Despite his prior assurance, Vezerad is unable to provide me with enough moderately healthy specimens for my tests. Most of the material is starved and terrified, having been dragged here straight from the dungeon. I waste a great deal of time daily washing and delousing them before I will so much as let them step foot into my laboratory. Sterility first. As Marty Sodergren managed to prove in her little-known work, the attitude of a patient undergoing treatment can have a significant impact on the battle against the disease. Unfortunately, the volunteers with which I am supplied do not show sufficient comprehension, let alone enthusiasm, for the noble work in which they are taking part. In fact, it seems they consider the research part of their punishment. I have tried a few times, though I am but a poor speaker, to convince them that they are contributing to the eradication of one of the greatest plagues tormenting mankind. I had a distinct impression they understood little, but perhaps their stupor was merely the result of the early stages of the illness. Of course, it is impossible to achieve success without significant sacrifices. The overwhelming majority of them will have to lay down their trifling lives on the altar of learning, but that is a sacrifice I am willing to make. But what about them? Letter to Tamara. We are more like a family. We support each other and help each other survive tough moments, grapple with the past. For each of us has a past, so you needn't worry about anyone digging into yours. We've got a rule, never ask more than someone offers on their own. The past doesn't matter to us, only the future does. That and our common fight against evil and depravity, against perverse and loathsome practices of all kinds. Okay. So the curse is lifted. We are over encumbered. There was a lot of nonsense going on here with the rats. Clearly. Further down we go. As we continue onward. Downward. We didn't forget anything down here. Place is still quite haunted. Maybe. I don't know. We ain't hanging around to find out. We're out now. The curse should be lifted. Just rats and bees. Mid-cops where I can sell off some of the stuff.
Looks like rain.
Does it? It sure does. You are right about that, Pally. Oh. now meditate. Till morn. And then he will come. There he is!
Come inside!
You ain't safe unless you got...
I don't need your Gabrielle.
Let me have a look at your stock.
I am not in need of it. Got me Gabrielle. That's so. Okay. Of course, we'll buy some of this. I want to use the Banshee, I think. So I'm gonna... Oh, what? I saw lesser. Repair everything. Don't want to remove the upgrade, I want to dismantle, that's what it was, yes. So I take the steel sword out and dismantle.
So long.
There we go. Oh.
You ain't safe.
I don't need a Gabrielle. Show me what you got. Dismantle legendary Viper sword. Thank you.
So long.
It's so exacerbated. It's like, why? Okay, so I want to use a Quinn. Oh no. 5 attack power, adrenaline point gain, sign intensity, armor piercing, chance to stun. Chance to freeze. Chance to poison. Chance to cause bleeding. Chance to cause burning. Okay, thank you.
Mum coming on?
I hope so.
Go, go.
Get out of this crazy town. Now we're off to secure a mess.
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
Where are you?
Fyke Isle's free of its curse.
Able to persuade Graham to go to the tower with you? Did you mention there was a pester involved?
He knew the risks,
How'd you
but
know?
he'd also heard lots of stories about true love, whose kiss can break any spell. Can't help thinking that gave him courage.
And? It ended well?
Depends how you look at it. Curse is lifted, Annabelle's spirit is left in peace. But Graham's dead.
Oh, poor boy. Still, he's proved that true love may be more common than some suppose.
The lamp. What do you want to do with it?
As I said, you may keep it. I don't believe I shall need it anymore, given the Isle's been cleansed. I actually regret not going there with you. Perhaps we can make up for that lost time now.
One thing's bothering me.
What?
Annabelle said Alexander was studying diseases. She mentioned Catriona. You knew this?
All the mages knew about it. Alexander was a highly regarded epidemiologist. I would have given anything for an opportunity to study his notes, but he guarded them jealously.
All right. Time I was on my way.
Perhaps you'd stay just a bit longer? There's one small favor you might yet do for me.
What is it?
I put in an order for a few substances from Novigrad. The trader was due to be here yesterday, but has yet to arrive. Could you see what happened? The package is rather important to me.
Why not?
Okay.
If he was coming here from Novigrad, he must have passed through Blackbow. I'll check the area.
Thank you. I shall be ever so grateful.
Right. Right, you should. But that is a story for another time. As this is where I'll leave you, as we are at 115 minutes. These quests do take a lot of time to do. If you have watched this whole thing, I so appreciate it. Thank you so much. Share it with others. I know they're a bit long. I'd kind of like to keep them down to little bits. Maybe I'll figure out a way of just doing bits of the quest. But I don't want you guys to see part of it and then not see the whole thing through. Where I think if you were watching it, you could watch the whole thing and pause it and go back to where you left it. YouTube's really good with that. Like, they're super great with you've watched it this far. This is where you can pick up and continue on with it. But anyway, thank you so much. I hope you have a great day. Do the best that you can. And remember always, Cero Miedo.